In this instructional operator training video, we will be going over the fundamentals of operating a K-Tec scraper behind a tractor. This step-by-step guide will help you optimize production for your earth-moving success. A well-trained scraper operator will greatly enhance the efficiency of any job site. This video will be broken down into different stages of operating the scraper: starting, loading, unloading, and stopping. Starting. Get in the tractor seat and make sure the steering wheel is within comfortable reach. Make sure you know how to operate the hydraulic controls for each of the different scraper functions. Inspect your cutting edge before operating. If the cutting edge is worn, unbolt the cutting edge and lower it into the lower bolt hole position. For optimal scraper use, 18 to 22 psi for all tires is ideal on a tractor with 400 plus horsepower. If the windows are dirty, get out and clean them. No one can be productive when they cannot see what they are doing. Start the engine and place the tractor's transmission into the drive gear and travel to the working area. The cutting edge on the earth mover should always be approximately 8 inches off the ground when traveling to the cut area. The gate should have an approximate 18-inch opening before you can reach the cut area. Make a reference point from the gate to the C-frame right away and always put it there when traveling from the dump area back to the cut area. When putting the tractor in gear, find a gear that provides a comfortable speed while keeping the engine's RPM at around 1500. If the haul road is very smooth, you can speed up to 20 miles per hour. Then, when you are in the top gear, increase the engine's RPM to max throttle. Loading. As you get closer to the cut, bring the tractor's RPM below 1500. Start to downshift until you are traveling at 5 to 6 miles per hour at 2100 RPM. Never use 100% of the tractor's horsepower at the beginning of the cut, except for when there is a large bump that you want to take out so you can keep the cut smooth and level. Raise the gate and lower the cutting edge 2 to 6 inches into the ground when loading. After you have the scraper about 25% loaded, shift to a 4 to 5 mile per hour gear at 2100 RPM. As the load grows, keep the tractor lugging at 1800 to 1900 RPM. As the load builds higher, the driver will have to keep lifting the bowl little by little to maintain the RPMs. The optimum production can be obtained if the load time is kept between 30 to 50 seconds. If the loading is difficult, push it with another power unit to aid in efficiency. If soils are light or sandy, it will be impossible to reach the ISO heaped capacity of the unit. The operator will be more productive if he keeps his load times within spec and cycles faster. Do not drag the earth mover for an additional 30 to 50 seconds just to gain 1 to 2 yards of material. Keep an eye on the load and how it is flowing into the earth mover. When the load has stopped building, the engine is lugging, and there is no ridge left to cut, lift the cutting edge up and bring the gate down. Quickly bring the gate down so material does not escape the scraper bowl. At this point, lift up the earth mover and head for the haul road. It is best to run the cutting edge approximately 6 to 12 inches off the ground when traveling on the haul road when loaded. K-Tec scrapers are equipped with an automatic cushion ride feature to reduce strain on the scraper. It activates when the scraper's cutting edge is 4 inches or higher above the ground, with an optimal cushion ride performance at 12 inches above the ground. It is best to travel on the haul road on one side with one load, then move over half the earth mover width on the next load. This reduces rutting on the road, as well as pounding it out. If there are bumps or clods of dirt on the road, lower the cutting edge till it is skimming the ground to smooth it out. Notice: if you are operating a train of scrapers, use the height gauge on the rear unit to indicate the depth of the cut. Always load the front unit first to maintain weight on the rear axle of the power unit if loading a train. Ground speed. Raise or lower the cutting edge to control the load factor. If working in sandy or light soil conditions, drive at 6 to 8 miles per hour. The best speed to have while loading is to have the power unit power out and spin out at the same time. Depth. Increasing your depth and speed is recommended when the soil is loose and dry. Remember to raise the blade in hard or sticky soil conditions. If the material is jagged and rocky, a serrated cutting edge is recommended for optimal load times. Unloading. Drive to the unloading or dumping area. Slow to 4 to 8 miles per hour. Lower the bowl and cutting edge to 6 to 10 inches above the ground. Raise the gate. Engage the ejector and push the material out of the bowl. On specific fill sites where compaction is required, it is wise to eject loads in smooth, straight lines, 8 to 9 inches in depth for packing ease. Once all the material is out of the bowl, retract the ejector. Close the gate. Raise the frame, and travel back to the loading area. Notice, if unloading a train, unload the front earth mover first and then the rear earth mover. This allows a steady flow of earth, leaving a smooth transition into the fill. Stopping. Stop the scraper's forward motion. Slowly decrease the engine speed. Raise the cutting edge out of the ground. And lower the gate. Emergency stopping. Place the gear in neutral, set the park brake, and lower the cutting edge into the earth. Do not use a power unit with brakes that are not in good operating condition. To remain in control and prevent runaways, do not coast down hills. Understanding these provided operators' tips will help you perform at a higher level for your operation. For more information, please check the operator's manual located in the black tube on the underside of the hitch pole hood of the scraper. Call your K-Tec distributor or authorized dealer if you need assistance, information, or additional copies of the manual. For further support, please call the K-Tec hotline at 1-866-496-7561.